Y'all know what the fuck it is. It's your boy. Gnic. 1-0. Psychotic. I don't know. Coming back at you with nothing. Une de toute premonition. Before we let that continue. Quick recap. Danny was riding on top of a car. Professor R drugged us. Professor R made San Rouge. Professor R is actually PJ's son that disappeared. There was an incest angle. Patricia is seemingly Patricia Clarkson. Melvin took his wife somewhere, and his wife sounded like a baby. We saw the wife. We know the wife's not a baby, but the wife sounded like a baby. Very interesting. Unless that is Patricia Clarkson, and our Patricia, little Patricia, is named after it, because we do know that there was the incest angle. The goddess of fertility, I guess, would have pure Clarkson blood. I don't know. Anyway, we're back with Aaliyah. 2019, Aaliyah and Zach, so this it loads.
Soon. I'm almost there.
What?
Please.
Are we crawling?
Stop that noise.
Who's the baby? This is the same noise we heard with Melvin's wife. Why is it bubbling goo? That's not good. He's still growling. Zach? Why are your eyes red, Zach? What's going on with Zach? Oh, we must hear a baby crying from another. 2019. Thompsonville, a suburb of Boston, Massachusetts.
Let me try and summarize this.
Alright, we're back with Aaliyah.
Helena Doman was the mastermind behind the entire incident.
Yes.
But Helena Doman was actually P.J. Clarkson's son, who had severed ties with the family.
Yes.
Helena was also known as Professor R, the mother brain behind the drug known as Sang Rouge.
Yes.
That's right.
She was responsible for everything?
Not everything, but most of it.
So who's our other player?
Almost everything went according to her plan.
But if you'd already figured out that much, why did you continue to stay in Le Carré?
Because we had to.
You had to. Whatever for.
The goddess was still there.
Goddess of fertility.
The goddess.
The goddess of fertility.
Lise Clarkson's body.
Not her. She was as beautiful as a goddess, but she wasn't the goddess. She was just a tragic victim.
Then who is the goddess of fertility?
The person at the root of this case.
Is it some kind of metaphor?
Fruit, tree. Anyway.
For example, the vast wealth that the red powder yielded.
The goddess of fertility embodied abundance on the outside. But on the inside, she was a hollow void, and that void was threatening to swallow up all of Le Carré.
Is he just... I hate babies crying too, but I'm not trying to puke when I hear it.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Are you okay, Mr. Morgan?
I don't think Aaliyah can hear it.
Morgan almost sounds like a prophet talking about the end of the world. Vague, elusive, and intent on deceiving those who listen. But every now and then he adds an interval of truth. Patricia Clarkson is one of those. She's something special. Something irreplaceable to him. The logs in the center look far more burnt compared to the rest. Almost looks like they were used in conjunction with some kind of accelerant. Did you recently burn something there?
It's our fireplace. We're free to use it as we please.
I see traces of resin, which leads me to believe you burned up some sort of toxic substance. It doesn't matter what kind of fireplace you have. Burning anything other than firewood in it is dangerous. Next time, don't burn it up at home. Dispose of it like you would any other non-burnable refuse, especially if it was something like a smartphone or a USB memory stick.
Who says USB memory stick? Just say thumb drive. 2019 game.
Non-burnable refuse like a smartphone? Let's be serious here, Belle. That's exactly the sort of data one needs to thoroughly immolate. Remember what you learned at Quantico. By the way, you're still searching for Patricia, yes?
You don't need to worry about that.
Trisha's missing.
We're investigating. In fact, we've almost reached our goal. We just need to find some conclusive evidence.
Oh, we sincerely hope that's the case. Hard to believe, though. After all, so far you've just been barking up the wrong tree.
Barking up the wrong tree.
All the time.
That's right. You shouldn't be wasting time here. You should be out there, looking for her.
Then I'll just ask you straight away. Do you know where she is?
No, we don't. But we can feel her when we close our eyes and become one with the world. It's very faint, but we can see her. We can see Patricia.
Are you trying to distract me again? Or do you really expect me to believe you're clairvoyant or something?
What do you think we are, X-Men? It's metaphysical offender profiling.
He actually asked me where Patricia is?
Good.
Does he have full confidence that we'll never find her? Fine. I can deal with that. I'll just ask him everything I can about the Le Carré case. This square area enclosed by milk cartons. Is it another sanctuary? The more I look around, the more I feel like there's some sort of system to all this. The sanctuary on this table. The fireplace sanctuary. And the milk carton sanctuary. They all lead into the room back there. And there's one more by the window, and yet another by my feet. Are they signs? Or is this all some sort of path?
Hey, Belle. Is that a serious question?
Of course it is.
We're drying them out. We line the milk cartons up to dry them out, so we can turn them into Halloween decorations.
Sure, Zach.
Halloween? It's only January.
This is America. Land of the free. Got a problem with that? By the way, how did the FBI find Lisa's body after 14 whole years?
That's none of your business.
Are you saying they just happened to be investigating the Clarksons' cold storage warehouse by pure chance? That there was some undercover terrorism plot afoot there?
I said it's none of your business.
Well, then we'll just have to guess. It was an anonymous tip. A tip related to Saint Rouge. Did we hit the nail on the head, Belle?
Dark laughter.
But that's not what we want to know about. After all, the FBI gets hundreds of tips every day. Right, my fairy? It was always that way. Even back when we were on duty.
Dorcas's fairy. Think. I'll think.
Here's what we really want to know. Why, out of all those tips, did you select that one? Would you tell us that much? Belle, what urged you to make a beeline straight for this case?
That's none of your business.
Leah related to Melvin? Oh. Probably not. That's probably very far-fetched. I don't remember Melvin's last name. Did we ever learn Melvin's last name?
If Professor R really was the mastermind behind everything,
I don't think that's the
if
case.
she wanted to rebuild the
I think I'm
Clarksons'
wrong.
legacy, then why did she feel the need to kill everyone? So you think Galena was murdered by Helena Doman, her own brother?
No, not her. Galena was someone else.
Then who killed her?
It's written in the report, isn't it?
Yes. But I'm asking you, would you mind answering me in your own words? You see, I find your entire story highly suspicious.
It's a complicated matter. Extremely complicated.
Don't let him draw you into his game. Stay calm, Aaliyah Davis. The future influences the present just as much as the past. You asked me why I spent an entire 2 days observing you before I came to speak with you. Well, here's why. Over those 49 hours, I observed the intervals between your actions. When you were neither doing something nor doing nothing. I intently studied your intervals between action to action, and action to inaction, to action. People reveal everything during the intervals between their actions. For example, when you eat alone versus eating with someone else.
Picking on me?
The most prominent differences always appear when someone either begins or finishes eating a meal. And since these are unconscious actions, they can't be consciously hidden. When you prepare to eat or finish eating, when you move in to clean up, when you pick up a book or close one, when you raise a cup of coffee to your lips. Human actions speak volumes. Not even the person doing the actions is conscious of them. That's what lies in those intervals. That's my modus operandi. And here's the conclusion it helped me reach. There's one other person in this house, isn't there?
Say that.
You're incredible, Belle. You outdid all our expectations. Impressive, to say the least. You're right, Belle. But only half right.
Half?
You should still be proud, though. Honestly, we never thought you'd make it this far. You've got real talent.
Most of what you say... If this goes to court, I won't let you claim that your testimony is inadmissible just because of your little indulgence there.
Fine by us. We can even put it in writing if you want. We
Excuse me.
won't run or hide. Will we, my fairy? Where's the paper? I know I had it around here somewhere. Where is it? Oh. We're fine.
Hey, everything okay? What's going on out here?
You were in there for a
Oh,
while.
don't
Simon.
tell me.
He's just suffering from nausea. I was more worried about you. You were in there for quite some time.
Yeah, sorry. Ever since you got here, I've been all backed up.
Mr. Morgan, can you stand?
Oh. Is this a sign from the coffee? What could it be? What is it trying to tell me? Think.
Is that a dragonfly?
It is.
Footsteps. Big footsteps.
Ooh, we're gonna circle back around to that. Okay.
Footsteps. Big footsteps.
Back to the
Some
Yeti
odd
theory.
fella was following her around, stalking her like.
That poor girl, Lise, she was a druggie, and she was into the really bad stuff.
The Red Soul has the power to amplify the unique characteristics we all possess, mentally and physically. That's why I created the Holy Red Powder.
You okay? Hey,
It's nighttime now.
We're fine. Just feeling a little tired.
That is the classic lie from everybody. Sometimes somebody really is just tired. Most of the time, more than that. I'm guilty of fucking saying it all the time.
Would you take us to get our medicine?
sure. It's in the bathroom, right? Whew.
I can't say that about everybody. See, there I am. Backtracking, fence-sitting Greg over here. Anyway. Back to the video game.
Seems
This
like
is
he's
what's
calmed down a
content.
little.
Also, if you're wondering what we're drinking, not Mountain Dew.
We should let him rest for a while.
One more step and I could have cornered Morgan. But so be it. I can still keep investigating even if the owner of this chair isn't present. Simon Jones, what a piece of work. How can anyone have such bad timing?
Simon's the killer. Nacho cheese bugle. Direct result. Trigger door.
Shouldn't you look after him?
I gave him his meds and let him rest.
Let him rest where?
In the bathtub. It happened to have a blanket and a pillow in it.
What? But why?
I don't know. Maybe he sleeps in the tub. I feel like I saw that once in some vampire movie.
I don't know what you're talking about. More importantly, how long has he been like that?
It's stage 4 cancer. He's had it for a while now.
No. I'm talking about his face. It looks as white as a sheet. You can even see all his veins. I've never heard of any cancer side effect like that.
Who knows? But now that you mention it, he started going really crazy around the beginning of December.
In what way?
He changed pizza places.
This better not be another joke.
It's not, really. It's not. Before December, he always used to order delivery from a Chicago-style joint all the way up near Medford. But one day, he took one look at one of their trademarked red boxes and totally lost it.
Red, huh?
You better believe it. He started screaming gibberish at the pizza boy and chased him away. Next thing I know, I see him toss the pizza box out his window.
Do you think that's when his fear of red began surfacing more prominently?
Beats me. I mean, there isn't a better Chicago-style pizza place that delivers around this area. How could someone give up on that just because they don't like the box? I don't get it.
Were you serious for even a fraction of that story?
Hey, Simon.
Why do you think he's trying to survive so badly? What does he hope to achieve?
Fishing to try to survive.
What do you mean?
He who has a why to live can bear almost any how.
No more Nietzsche. Please, just stop. I feel like my ears are gonna start bleeding.
Hey, Agent Jones. Want to know why I love Nietzsche's quotes so much?
Sure.
I first discovered Nietzsche in a shelter after Katrina. At the time, I was shell-shocked, hopeless. I wanted to die.
Okay, that completely kills the Melvin theory. That was very loose and bad to begin with.
How could a 13-year-old girl go on living alone with her little brother? Then, in that shelter, I met a college professor. His school was damaged by the hurricane, too, and got closed down. He also lost his family, and was living there in the shelter, just like me. So we gradually started spending more time together. I'll never forget the 3 months I spent with him. He loved Nietzsche. And out of all of Nietzsche's quotes, there was one from Thus Spoke Zarathustra that he repeated over and over again. Better know nothing than half know many things. Better be a fool on one's own account than a sage on other people's approbation. I thought it was a strange quote to hear from a college professor, you know? Why would he think it would be good to be a fool? But I understand what he meant now. He was trying to encourage my little brother and I, so that we'd be able to bear the weight of the victim label that was about to be slapped onto us, so that we could go on respecting ourselves, without ever succumbing to all the patronizers. After that, my grandmother in Lafayette took us in. And that was the last time I ever saw the professor. But whenever I quote Nietzsche, my memories of him come flowing back into my mind, and they give me the power I need to keep pressing on. So I'm gonna keep quoting Nietzsche, just to make sure I don't forget my roots.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I get it now. Nietzsche is to you what pizza is to me. Sorry for giving you a hard time about it. You are free to go on quoting him whenever you want, of course. I won't say another word.
Agent Jones, what the hell is wrong with you? How dare you compare Nietzsche with pizza?
Oh, come on.
Fuck Simon. Pizza boxes first.
What's wrong, Aaliyah? You hungry or something?
Excuse me? What are you insinuating?
Well, you're staring right at an empty pizza box.
Please don't compare yourself to me. Besides, I have a refined palate.
Hey, that was uncalled for. Pizza is a sacred food, remember? You don't need to feel embarrassed for being unable to stop staring at it. It enthralls all who gaze upon it. That's the power of pizza.
Stop, Agent Jones. I've had enough of this sacred pizza bit. I'm sick of you Chicagoans and your obsession with pizza. Pizza, pizza, pizza. 24 hours a day. That's all you ever talk about. What's next? You gonna launch into a tirade about how deep dish is the only proper way to make pizza?
Fun fact. Fun fact that you only learn. Go to Chicago. Someone who lives in Chicago. Chicago-style pizza is not deep dish. Chicago-style pizza, little, like cracker thickness cut into squares. Learn this. Going to Chicago. Yeah. Anyway.
No, Aaliyah. You just don't get it, do you? As a Chicagoan, I'm proud of the deep dish pizza.
No, they're not.
But get this. I love New York-style pizza, too.
In fact, only the tourists get the deep dish pizza. Now, I like casserole pizza, or pizza casserole. Don't get me wrong. Just setting some facts out I have learned.
It doesn't matter what kind of pizza it is. As long as it's a pizza, it's beautiful. What? Still don't get it? Okay, here. I'm gonna put it in terms that I'm sure even you could understand. All pizzas are created equal. Eat your heart out, Nietzsche.
Just forget I mentioned anything.
Let me get one thing straight. You started this investigation based on an anonymous tip, right? What kind of a tip was it? Phone or mail?
What does that matter at this point?
This may surprise you, but these kinds of details really eat me up inside. I always get hung up on the most insignificant of details. especially during the most vital times. For example, you know how people go to bed early the night before they have a big job? That's exactly the time where I start focusing on meaningless nonsense. When did I last clip my nails? How long is my milk good for? I just can't help myself. I can't resist the need to know. It's just the way I am.
It was sent in an envelope. Postmarked December 28th, sent out from Louisiana.
Sent from Louisiana in the mail.
What did it have inside?
A postcard with a dragonfly on it. A wrapped sample of Sang Rouge. And a note.
What did it say?
Investigate the Clarksons. FK.
Who would FK be? I don't think Francis York? I don't. That's far-fetched. Who is FK? Interesting. Hope my microphone's picking me up okay. Yeah, it seems to be. Being a little weird right now.
That's it?
Yes, that's it.
Who's FK?
Anonymous tip, remember? It's obviously just a fake name.
Did you confirm that?
Of course I did. Louisiana has a population of 4.5 million. The FBI database has a list of 6,682 individuals whose initials are FK. 1 out of every 6 individuals is a child under the age of 14, born after 2005. The remaining 5,500 people include those whose initials changed after they married or incarcerated individuals. After subtracting those, I was left with 3,800. That's when I stopped searching for FK, and I decided to change up my approach. It isn't important where the tip came from. All that matters is solving the case. I got this far by taking the most efficient route possible. Are you satisfied now?
Yeah. Thanks. I feel a lot better now. Yep, it all checks out.
The letter that was delivered to me bore the Clarkson symbol. A postcard decorated with a dragonfly. The mark of the Clarkson family. A single sheet of paper ordering me to investigate the Clarksons. And...
Alright. Go through everything that's not on the ground.
Hey, Aaliyah, sorry about before. I went a little overboard.
What are you talking about?
Okay. Chicagoans all love deep dish pizza. We can't live without the damn stuff. I admit it. That's why I always get so emotional whenever we talk about pizza. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It had already left my mind.
Well, good. Pizza should always be a peaceful dish, no matter what's going on. By the way, do you eat hot dogs?
Why do you want to know?
Just tell me, do you eat them?
Is this a catch-up thing?
Every now and then, yes.
Okay, so what do you put on your
It's
hot
a catch-up thing.
What is this? A personality test?
No, nothing of the sort. You see, the thing is, we Chicagoans are very tolerant when it comes to pizza preferences, but hot dogs? Well, that's a different story.
Meaning?
I just can't stand those people who put ketchup on their hot dogs.
Come at me, Simon. I fucking hate you already anyway.
Huh?
Mustard is the only condiment that people should be allowed to put on their hot dogs. Anything else is heresy. And yet, look at our world today. Do you know how many people are out there dripping ketchup all over their Franks?
Because it's good, Simon, you fuck.
I mean, let's think about this. What is ketchup, exactly?
Sugary tomatoes.
Ketchup is a condiment meant for French fries, right?
No.
It was never meant to be an accessory for hot dogs.
Were you there when they invented ketchup?
It's
Then you
out of
don't
the
know.
question. You got a hot dog, you use mustard. It's an unspoken rule. So, Aaliyah, lay it on me. Are you one of those degenerates who puts ketchup on their hot dogs?
King
I
ketchup.
do. I put ketchup on my hot dogs. Of course I do.
No. Well, this partnership isn't gonna last long.
Yeah, because you're dumb.
You've definitely convinced me of that.
Oh yeah? Well, good. From the moment we started this investigation, I always assumed it would be a one-time only thing.
Ready to spill the beans, Aaliyah?
I'm afraid of thunder.
But not lightning?
Happy now?
Katrina? All right, I'll stop.
Good. Now let's get back to the investigation.
No. Hold on. Now that I think about it, that doesn't really qualify as a soft spot. What I'm looking for is more... how should I say it? Adorable? You know, something that would make you blush. There's gotta be something.
Sorry.
Please, I'm
I was
begging you.
talking to you. You know who you are.
I love koalas. They're just so cute. I can't resist them. All I need to do is look at a picture of one and fuzzy wuzzies swim all over me. I mean, the way they look, the way they're shaped, the color of their fur. I mean, even down to how they only eat eucalyptus. I just love everything about them. Once I get some time off, I'm gonna travel to Australia and hug one for real. That's one of the top 5 goals on my lifetime to-do list right now.
Didn't mean to cut that off. What? Game! God damn it. Missed that last.
Who collects vinyl in an age like this when you can stream just about anything?
A lot of people collect vinyl.
True. Morgan's got refined taste.
You really think so? Now, even I thought they were cool back when the vinyl revival first started. But now, every suburban mall has its own vinyl shop right next to the novelty store. At this point, it's become a solid component of modern snobism, which only makes them that much more uncool. People who know nothing about real music are buying them up just so they can decorate their walls with cute album art.
Yeah, but a lot of people still play it.
How do you ever have time to enjoy anything when you're always so busy putting people down?
Excuse me?
You're like IBS. You keep flaring up at the worst times and there's no end in sight. And when you're alone with Morgan, it's just an all-out war zone.
We're in the middle of a very important investigation right now. Don't you think we ought to take it seriously?
To me, it just looks like you're putting
FK?
yourself under a lot of stress for no good reason. Why can't you, show a little humanity once in a while?
Does one need humanity in order to track down criminals?
Yes, one does. Or at least I do.
Well, I don't.
Come on, Aaliyah. I'm your partner, aren't I? For a few days, at the very least. I'm your invasive partner who has a passionate relationship with pizza, right?
I don't know why. I was just looking for a response. I don't know why I was looking for. All I'm gonna say is you shoulda started that when you could have watched the whole. Probably wondering at 11:45 your time on a Sunday. But I know. I mean, you're gonna know by the time you watch this video.
Why can't you just let me in on one thing you actually happen to enjoy? Oh, aside from Nietzsche, that is.
You know, I'd really rather not.
Why do you always have to be so withdrawn?
You suck, Simon.
I can't help it if there's certain things I don't like.
No, come on. There's got to be some kind of music you enjoy. This is a good chance to teach me a bit about yourself.
I said no.
Do you like Justin Bieber?
Too cute. Not my type.
Drake?
I've only ever listened to the hooks.
Well then, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry.
Hell no. Am I done now?
Well then, what do you like?
More music.
I have to tell you,
Yes, you do.
Pink Floyd.
Oh. Just Pink Floyd.
No way.
you
You're
imagine?
a prog rocker?
That's the only thing you've ever listened to is Pink Floyd.
Who turned you onto it? Your dad?
Whew.
As far as I can remember, I've loved prog rock ever since I was born. That's just how music works, right? I mean, The Wall is by far my favorite album. Even to this day, I find it hard to believe that they made that in the 70s. It still sounds completely fresh and unique, as if it was just released yesterday, and... What?
No, I was just thinking, I wish Morgan could have been here for this.
Don't you dare tell him.
Yeah, don't you dare tell Morgan I like Pink Floyd.
Oh, Aaliyah. Getting curious now, huh? Here, I'll find one of my favorites for you. How about this one? Who Framed Roger Rabbit, directed by Robert Zemeckis. It's a fantasy movie that mixes real actors with cartoons, using what we'd call CG these days, I guess.
Bob Hoskins may have done that movie, but Bob Hoskins' pinnacle of work, Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I know that one. It's the one where Michael Jordan plays basketball with all the cartoon characters, right?
No.
What? No, that's Space Jam. It's not even the same director. And besides, that one has the Looney Tunes in it.
Whatever. Either way, I'm not watching it.
Fine by me. You know, you're really lacking in the cute department.
That's sexual harassment.
Is that supposed to be an insult?
Think.
No, not at all. I'm just trying to help you turn a new leaf. I'm your invasive partner, remember?
Why do you care so much? I like myself just the way I am.
No, wrong answer.
How's that a wrong
I
answer?
think you could use a little more softness. You know what I mean? That would definitely make it easier for people to help you out, you know. You're flawless, intelligent, and charming. All you're missing is some soft spots.
Soft spots.
Yeah, you know, like when people find out a super serious politician is actually a huge comic book nerd. Something like that. You've got to have something. Something you secretly like that people wouldn't expect.
Well, I don't. End of story.
Hey, uh-oh. The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
What do you mean? I just said I don't.
Which means you definitely do. Well, what is it? Come on, I gotta know. So, why did you decide to take this case?
Because it's my job.
Really? I don't buy it.
Why not?
You aren't just following orders here. You've got way too much emotion invested in this. Some kind of special emotion. There's no use trying to hide it. Despite how I may look, data analysis is my forte. I know how to see through lies. I don't mean to be nosy, but would it kill you to confide in me a little?
Did like 4 other times.
I didn't manage to live this long simply because I'm fiendishly handsome. And besides, we're going to be tiptoeing across a thin line of legality with the rest of this case, so I'd prefer to have some probable cause. That way, at least I can back you up when you need me to.
There exists in the world a single path along which no one can go except you. Whither does it lead? Do not...
You're pulling out Nietzsche at a time like this? Come on.
I have a little brother. After overdosing on a certain drug, he was thrown into rehab.
Oh.
He's been clean for 2 years now, but he still won't utter a single word. All day long, he's plagued by hallucinations. He can't tell if he's dead or alive, if this is reality or if it's all a dream.
Damn, San Rouge.
San Rouge.
That's right. The doctor can't tell what's causing his condition, so they can't treat him. He just told me to prepare for the possibility that I may never get my brother back. This was his. I bought it for him after he graduated high school and found a job.
A tie.
He never got a single chance to wear it, though. Someday, I believe that he'll get better, and I'll get to see him put this on and head out to work.
So you think that if we nab the person behind all this, we may figure out how to conquer the addiction?
Right.
You really think it'll be that easy?
I don't know. But I can't just sit around and do nothing. He's the only family I have in the entire world.
What about your parents?
When I was only 13, Katrina took him, leaving my 7-year-old brother and I behind.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I've already dealt with my past. Now I'm just working as hard as I can to complete the duty I've been given.
Yeah.
Hey, Agent Jones.
I was panicked.
I just want to double-check one thing. You didn't find anything in the bathroom.
Nope. Nothing in there.
It must be the bedroom then. Just like I thought.
Are you serious about this?
Huh? Now you're having second thoughts?
Well, not exactly.
Then what?
I understand how you feel. But he's got an incurable disease. And he used to be one of us.
So? The truth he's given us so far could all be completely fabricated. He's a genius lone wolf agent who solved nothing but difficult cases during his years of active duty. That's what they told me at Quantico, at least. Over and over again. I had to listen to them talk about how no one could ever replicate the kind of work he did. But let's be real here. You saw his face, didn't you? It was inhuman. It looked like the face of a killer who's been possessed by death. Patricia Clarkson is here, in the next room, only a single wall away from us. After 14 years, he went back to Le Carré, kidnapped her, and imprisoned her here. He's trying to complete something big right now, something that's deeply connected to Saint Rouge.
No way. Oh, his eye patch. Oh, oh shit.
What is all this?
Severed roots ritual. And the severed heads of PJ and Lena with Galene. Oh my god.
Pictures of people from Le Carré. And this wall is dedicated to Greenvale.
Oh, yeah. It is.
All the deceased have been crossed out. Sheriff Melvin Woods?
Melvin and Candy are both dead. Thanks for the spoilers.
Lise Clarkson?
Lisa's body. Set up like it was.
Where's Patricia?
Yo!
That's our altar. What are you doing?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Aaliyah got caught. That's your altar. Why is it your altar? What is an altar for? Well, hopefully he's telling her a story and not doing anything weird. Okay, Louisiana. That? The Saint Rouge? Why is his eyes turning red?
York! Agent York! York! Agent York! York! Agent York! Hey! Agent York! Agent York?
Damn, I'm staring intently at this thing.
Hey! Hey, Agent York.
What?
You're Lise Clarkson.
But why does she have the fire or dragonfly pendant?
What's wrong? You're acting weird.
Sorry, Patty, I'm fine now.
Are you?
More importantly, do these red seeds come from some kind of plant that grows around this area?
I don't know. What do I look like, a botanist?
This isn't your average backwoods town. The Clarksons' ego and control has been piercing the town's heart like a massive dinosaur bone. But over this past century, time has been busy eroding the beast's power from within. And now, the very thing that once fortified this town is polluting it with putrid gas and rotten marrow.
Huh?
Zach, this is the point where it all collapses.
All the red sea. Search for clues at the altar. Yo, where'd Patty just... Inspection started!
There's a flat, evenly weighted stone here. I bet we could use this to score an amazing stone skipping record. Let's give it a try whenever we get some downtime. For now, we need to focus on this investigation, Zach. The growth is all missing from this particular section. It wasn't just cut away. She used fire to burn it out. Everything was planned so meticulously, as if she wanted to show this altar to someone.
Yeah.
That's why Chuck ended up discovering it. These bridge beams have a very unique shape to them. One straight support in the center, reinforced by V-shaped columns coming up diagonally from the sides. Did this bridge always look like this? Oh well, I'm sure it has nothing to do with this case. Let's move on with the inspection, Zach.
I want to make sure I look at everything but what I need
There's
to
some
look at.
decomposing cloth here. We saw the same type of cloth at the sugarcane plantation. They must have used that cloth when they transported Lisa's body. Who cares about mundane evidence like that? This isn't a case that can be solved by gathering the kind of evidence we'd need to submit to a court. These red seeds keep sticking out to me, but we need to figure out what's going on with this altar before we focus on anything else. Isn't that right, Zach? After Lise Clarkson was murdered, her body was put back together here, just like how Galena's body was dismembered, then rearranged within the holding cell. Lena Doman and PJ's bodies were also blown to pieces in the end. Perhaps that's the nature of the curse that's taken hold of the Clarksons. What do you think, Zach? Is there any significance to these similarities?
Could be.
This altar is covered in burn marks, but there's hardly any residue left. There's no way for me to tell what was burned here. I could send it home for analysis, but is that really necessary? It'll just end up giving Abrahams more busy work. More importantly, Zach, someone who knew how to manipulate fire was behind all this. In other words, these roots prove that Lena was here. And that's enough for me. Zach, this is an ominous sign. Among all the different footprints here are a... Yes, I know.
Damn it.
He probably only made them when he came to inspect the scene. I'm sure that Patty and I left our own set of prints here too. But how do you explain the set that's inside the yellow tape?
Section completo.
Hey! FBI! The hell you doing back here? You already solved the case, yeah? So go
No.
on! Get your ass out of town!
Why do you think I solved the case?
Shoot! Exactly how stupid are you, FBI? This is Luke Carre, remember? Every feller in town already knows that Professor Orr's the one behind all this shit.
Hey, Chuck. Can you see the altar from there?
I'd see the whole damn thing, along with your stupid ass standing there, trying to act all smart and shit.
You told me that the poacher's boat you were chasing disappeared around this area, correct?
Yeah, that's what I said, all right. What, you forget already? If you're just gonna waste our tax dollars out here, least you could do is catch them goddamn poachers. Fucking FBI, go and make yourself useful for once in your damn life.
Chuck, we don't chase down fishing boats. Unless it's a terrorist boat that plans to overthrow our government, that is.
Huh. Then stop acting all leery, like I ain't being truthful or whatever. I'm busy too, you know. So long, FBI.
Alright, thanks, Chuck.
Zach, he just taught us what the true purpose of this altar is. It was built here so that the ritual could be watched from a boat in the bayou.
What do you mean? They could have just walked out here. There's no reason why they had to watch it from a boat.
The goddess of fertility, Patty.
Soon gone. Well, while we wait on that, you know what time it is. Time for Gnic didn't pick a song. Ready? Fuck it. Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? You're 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you do. Times Square can't shine as bright as you. I swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance. I'm right there if you get lonely. Give this song another listen. Close your eyes. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise. I'm by your side. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard, but just believe me, girl, someday I'll pay the bills with this guitar. We'll have it good. We'll have the life we knew we would. My word is good. Hey there, Delilah, I've got so much left to say. If every simple song I wrote to you would take your breath away, I'd write it all. Even more in love with fall, we'd have it all. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 1,000 miles seems pretty far, but they've got planes and trains and cars. I'd walk to you if I had no other way. Our friends would all make fun of us and we'll just laugh along because we know that none of them have felt this way. Delilah, I can promise you that by the time that we get through, the world will never ever be the same, and you're to blame. Hey there, Delilah, you be good and don't you miss me. 2 more years and you'll be done with school, and I'll be making history like I. You'll know it's all because of you. We can do whatever we want to. Hey there, Delilah, here's to you. This one's for you. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Oh, 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 oh. I like to think that I can sing a wide variety of different styles, but there's just some styles. Anyway, let's talk to Hoongan.
The goddess of fertility. A fine name indeed. So much blood has been shed. Yet you remain in this town. Surely you know why.
Of course I do, Hoongan. My work here isn't finished yet. You know, I could really use one of your oracles right now.
You're more fun than I thought. Here's the oracle you ask for. Listen with your heart. Speak to the 17 comrades who saw the birth of New Orleans.
I have no idea what that can mean.
Feel the holy Allah. The giant lady's finger points down toward your goal, the entrance to the forbidden.
Poetic and graceful as ever, Hoongan.
I'm guessing there's a statue.
Hoongan's oracles are leading us toward the core of this case. That's the one thing I'm sure of. But don't misunderstand, Zack. I'm not blindly following him. I only follow my intuition. Metaphysical offender profiling. That's all there is to it.
Record decryption start up.
The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. We may need to use history to figure this one out. After all, we need to find someone or something that saw the birth of New Orleans. That's not it, Zack.
But Lewis is over there.
The 17 comrades must have survived for a shockingly long time. Remember, they were here to see the birth of New Orleans. The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. We may need to use history to figure this one. That's not it, Zack. The 17 comrades must have survived for a shockingly... Remember, they were here to see... The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. We may need to use history. That's not it, Zack. The 17... That's not it. That's not it. Remember, the 17... That's it, Zack. The French established the colony of La Nouvelle-Orléans in 1718, just about 300 years ago. The only 17 comrades that would have been around back then are the 300-year-old oak trees along this road. A majestic road lined by oak trees. Come on, let's go ask these sages of Lucare for some help on our investigation. Zack, the Holy Allah is a shockingly simple metaphor, especially considering the quality of the oracles we've received thus far. It seems as if Hoongan's poetic muse is finally running dry. The great thing about us Americans is that we can recreate our homeland anywhere. We're happy to transport crunchy bacon across the deserts of Africa if we need to. That's what it means to be American, and this Holy Allah is just another example of that. From the early days of the frontier era, they've been helping us Americans be what we've always meant to be. That's it. I never doubted you, Zack.
The Holy Allah refers to a water tower, specifically that water tower with its Clarkson family crest. It must be hiding some sort of clue. Let's fill the Allah and see what it yields.
Alright. We have 2 areas to go to. Vocal decryption completed.
Zach, what do you think the giant lady's finger is? I'm at a loss. I never thought one of Hungan's childish riddles would force me to think so hard. But, oh well, I'm sure that as we deal with the rest of the Oracle, it'll reveal itself to us.
We hope.
What? Is there something on my face?
Yes.
Listen carefully, Patricia. As my skilled assistant, I trust you a great deal, so I want you to answer me honestly.
Answer what?
Do you have any idea where Melvin might have gone?
No.
He didn't seem to be acting or talking differently than usual?
No.
Okay, I believe your words. Zach, we have a lot of work to do. It feels like...
God damn it! Feels like we're getting close to the climax here. That's what he said. I don't know how to become the villain, though. To learn one last trick. I don't know how to do that. They want me to go to the... It wants me to go to Memorial Oak Street first. I want to know what Zach's doing to Aaliyah. That's what I want. Also want to know how to unlock more farm slots.
We've been in this town for longer than we originally planned, haven't we? Oh no, I'm not complaining. I'm used to living out of a hotel, and I love southern food. There are some inconveniences, though. There's no movie theater in this town, nor is there a video rental store, and the TV in the hotel room doesn't get any of the on-demand movie channels. We'll just have to get lucky and encounter a movie being shown on TV. The movie environment in Lucara is no different from that of the 70s, Zach. No, they don't have a movie theater. So I suppose it's even farther back than that. But it's true that these... Zach, do you sense that? These trees have watched over this land for the past 300 years. Long before the Clarksons built up their town, these trees were here. If they could speak, I wonder what they'd have to say about this case. Has there always been a different number of trees on each side?
Yeah. I heard that by the time our town came along, there were only 17 left. A general from the South might have cut one down during the Civil War.
Intriguing, Patty. Why did he cut one down?
I don't know. Folks say he planted a red tree in its place. I don't know if that's true or not, though.
Lewis was here. Lewis was here.
Zack, the shape of these seeds. They look just like the ones we saw at Lisa's altar. Patty, it appears that legend about the red tree wasn't a total lie. The first tree is withered and gone, but the shells from its seeds remain. Perhaps that red tree left some descendants somewhere else.
Professor R's house. Doggy, don't worry. I didn't do anything to many other dogs earlier in the game. Didn't do anything.
Zack, he seems to know something that we don't. Doesn't it seem like he's trying to guide us somewhere?
What? What's going on?
Change of plans, Patty. Let's go on a little stroll with that Dalmatian.
Follow the eerie Dalmatian. You got it, Dalmatian. I did nothing to your brethren. Going to Corella's house? But bad joke. Anyway. Can you imagine if it makes us run all the way over to Professor R's house? Just thought about that possibly. Now I'm really upset. My gosh. Taking me south. Trying to feed me the alligators? Or smarter, not harder. Oh.
Is this the red tree that General planted?
No way! This is a maple tree.
Not fall, though.
A maple tree? Then it shouldn't be red at this time of year.
You're right. That's strange. A long time ago, my mama and daddy used to come here together a lot. They told me they used to go on dates here, back before I was born. Mama would make sandwiches, then they'd come here and eat them together. My mama was really pretty, you know. When I was a kid, I believed she was a real goddess. Under the boughs of a legendary tree that stayed red all year long, a small miracle was born. One man managed to win the heart of the most beautiful girl in the world. And they call him Melvin Woods.
Looks like it's time to move on. What a fantastic guide we managed to find. He actually waited for us to finish talking before taking us on to the next spot.
Trying to warn us about Melvin? Ed? Do some sick tricks, puppy. So yeah, that was a date spot of Addie's parents. Interesting that the Dalmatian would take us there. Hi, Zelda. You're gonna take us to every red tree. Riveting. What? Why? Absolutely riveting stuff, Dalmatian. Content. We there? Yep. Oh, that one has red bark. Red tree.
Hey, Patty. How would you rate this creation?
Not bad, I reckon. They made good use of its natural form, while also pulling out the soul from within. The artificial color also looks pretty. You don't usually see this level of harmony. Something unnatural always ends up getting left behind.
Zach, did you catch all that? She sounded just like the curator of an art gallery in New York. I think we may have just uncovered a new side of her. But unfortunately, I can't see anything artistic about it. Honestly, it looks insane to me. That's all I get from it. And there's no way that this is a descendant of the tree that the General planted.
Don't follow you. Well, at least I'm not looking for 100 fleur-de-lis again. Why? What the fuck? You got it, boy. We're gonna end up at Professor R's place. Don't know why we have to do this interesting series of events, but video games. Don't go in there. Dog. That was loud enough for you to hear. This is about the stupidest fucking thing they could have put in this game. skateboard repair shop. Professor R's like right over there. The house is with the tree I've already seen. Why? No reason. Oh my god, dog. You gotta be shitting me. Why are you up towards sugarcane plantation? Why are you not going to Lena's house? Great, that means it's going to take me to 4 trees. Alright, we're back. This is either going to be a new part or I edited it and smashed it together. I ran out of disk space, so I stopped recording. So I got rid of a disk. I'd have to start getting external. Find out. Anyway, we were following a dog. This is hopefully still part 17. Oh no, I don't know where the dog went. Yeah, this is hopefully still part 17. If it's part 18, it's part 18. But I should be able to smash these 2 videos together. Call it a day. We'll find out. Yeah, we're still following this fucking dog. But if I do that, you know what that means? That means I'll have 2 videos that technically have edits. And when I started this channel, I said there would be no edits. We're starting to get production value and I don't like it. I swear to God, if you get in that river... Okay. Then he'll probably take me to the one at Professor R's place. Red tree.
Zach, now this is interesting. It looks like a tree that you could find anywhere, yet it's also unlike any other, completely alien. And look how it's weaved its way into the landscape. Almost like cancer cells invading a human body. You might not even notice it unless you're focused on finding it. And this feeling. As I gaze upon this tree, I can feel evil emotions rising out from within me. Why on earth did that Southern general bring this tree into this town?
Addie?
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Do not touch this tree. Got that, Patty?
Got it, Agent York.
Follow the eerie Dalmatian. Oh, we're not even going to the professor.
We successfully spoke with the 17 comrades. I feel like they showed us a side of nature that transcends the realms of human knowledge. Next up is the Holy Allah.
According to the Oracle, the Holy Allah needs to be filled. We may be due for another childish puzzle soon, Zach, but that's okay. After all, we came all the way out here to the boondocks. Why not enjoy playing by their rules for a bit?
True. Glad that's over. That was annoying as all hell. Especially when, you know, you run out of disk space and your computer stops recording. I wonder if I can fit a second hard drive. Probably could. Put in like a 10 terabyte. I'd never worry about space. Oh, I inevitably fill it with like 200 fucking videos. I know I could have taken Wyvern, you know.
Lena Doman, aka Professor R. How could such an intelligent person like her suffer such a tragic downfall? Does the South really corrupt people, like Patty said? This sunlight certainly seems capable of breaking someone down. No matter how you try to resist it, it's so hot it feels like I'm burning up. But that doesn't explain it. Perhaps we really do need to focus on the Clarkson bloodline itself. Everything in this town, whether it's visible or invisible, it all carries shades of their influence. Buildings, people, conversations, food. Right down to each blade of grass. There isn't anything beyond the reach of the Clarkson's breath. Even San Rouge itself was created by Clarkson blood. Zach, just looking at the people involved in this case tells us all we need to know, don't you think? What stands before us now aren't your usual serial killers, and not even your usual drug case. It's the history of sin that's weighing down the shoulders of a massive entity known as the Clarkson family. And we're simply lost souls wandering through its colossal womb. We need to be like Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket, put our heads together and find the way out, no matter what we go up against, no matter what situation we find ourselves in. Our mission never changes. We need to apprehend the perpetrator and bring them to justice. It's as simple as that, Zach.
Damn. Water tower number 14.
This thing sure looks tall when you look at it up close. But why do they gotta build it up so high anyway?
The
Water
height
can
gives
come
them the
down.
necessary
Yeah.
pressure to pump the water out. Also, building it in a spot where anyone could easily access it would only create more problems.
Problems?
In a certain Missouri town, they built the water tower low enough that a person could easily climb up to it. And that's exactly where a mass murderer decided to hide the bodies of all his victims. The water tower was so low to the ground that he could even climb up to it while carrying a dead body on his back. Incidentally,
Proceed.
they ended up finding a total of 43 bodies in there. But the part that truly shocked Zach and I wasn't the number of bodies, Patty.
What?
It was the fact that over the 6 months from the first murder to when the case was solved, that whole time, the townspeople had been drinking the water.
Agent York, look! I think we can climb up from there. Let's go.
But Patty, I was just getting to the good part.
What if that's a true story? Probably is.
So this is our town. Looking down on it from here, it's hard to imagine any bad stuff ever happened at all.
Listen carefully, Patricia. You just leave Melvin to me. I promise I'll take care of things. You're grown up. You're more of an adult than anyone else in this town, I guarantee it. But that doesn't mean you have to suffer through everything without ever saying a word about it. Just remember that, okay?
Why was there a squirrel in there?
Zach, it looks like the holy Allah hasn't been sucking up water properly. No wonder the shower in our hotel room felt so weak. Patty, who manages this water tower?
This is Lucare. You should know the answer to that by now.
The Clarksons. Judging
Danny.
from their current situation, I don't think they'll be able to give us a timely response.
Yeah.
Do you know where the water comes from?
Probably Isaac Lake?
That settles it. Let's fill the holy Allah and solve this problem ourselves.
I knew you were gonna say that, Agent York.
But of course. Dude, let's see what we can do at Isaac Lake. Oh. Okay. Basically the closest we're gonna get anyway. Clarkson Waterworks Management, Reservoir 2, Isaac Lake. Game's so broken.
Isaac Lake?
That's the name of the former head of the Clarkson family. When he
Isaac
retired,
Clarkson.
they built this lake to commemorate his career. That's why it's called Isaac Lake.
They wanted people to remember the power of the Clarkson family every time they used their water, huh?
You sure don't miss a beat.
The water level's higher than I expected. They probably haven't been out here to check on it since Lise was murdered.
Probably not.
I bet that's where the water gets sucked up into the water tower.
I wonder where their water treatment is.
Mr. Alligator, never thought I'd have to use you to fight a real alligator. Just what does that skeletal gentleman have in mind for us, Zach?
Do you not remember when we had to massacre 30 of them?
Did you...
Can we get past this one spot, please? You know what? Patty just behind me. What water is it even hiding in? No, it's literally a rubber bullet. Oh, there goes his eye.
Open the door, Patty! Now, Patty!
I tried to die.
Whew. Okay, Zach. Let's head back to the Holy Allah. We need to confirm with our own eyes that we've completed the Skeletal Gentleman's oracle.
Alright. Alright, Patty, you ready to go through the alligator-infested waters once again? Only this time with them being, like, randomly more docile? Really just didn't want me to fill water tower. Well, thing I can think of. In here, you son of a bitch. Anyway. I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby.
So, what other...
But accidentally talking to Patty.
Zack, the holy Allah is filling up. Looks like we'll be able to take a warm, invigorating shower tonight.
How do you know it'll be invigorating?
Patty, are you okay?
Yeah,
no,
you okay? Patty,
not
are you
really.
okay? Okay, Patty.
Worried about your parents?
Well, of course I am. My mom is sick, you know, and she got even worse starting about a year ago. She used to be so beautiful, but now she looks like a completely different person. She can't even get up out of her own bed no more.
I'm sorry to hear that. I already hurt you once in the past, and now it looks like I've gone and done it again.
No, I know Mama's illness ain't your fault, Agent York. It's more about Daddy. He
what?
Nothing. Just forget it.
Hey! Y'all get down from there right now!
No, Danny.
I said get down here, goddammit!
No.
The heir to the Clarkson legacy has come for us, Zack. And he doesn't sound very composed.
Listen to Danny's drunken ramblings. Great. Awesome.
You rotten little snakes! This is private property, goddammit! I guess you really do want to throw down with a Clarkson, huh? Get out here!
I'll take that penalty.
I could arrest you for drunk driving, but I simply haven't got the time.
What? What did you say? Ever since you got here, my whole family. Now they're all dead.
There's a sister somewhere.
You're Satan.
Am I?
You came here to destroy the Clarksons. You destroyed them. Satan.
Satan? Not quite, Daniel. I'm just an agent carrying out a mission in accordance with federal law. On the contrary, I came to put a stop to all these problems. You might even consider thanking me for it.
Federal law. Mission accordance. Did you hear that? Bastard wants me to thank him. I lost everything. My treasure.
Your arm.
At least my old baby girl. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
You reap what you sow.
God damn it.
Whether you like it or not, you're the new heir to the Clarkson legacy. You could rebuild their empire, or resign it to the ravages of time. Do whatever you like. But you'll no longer be able to borrow a certain someone's power and march around like you own this town. You need to accept that and prepare to survive.
Like how the mission was called Just Desserts.
Zack, it's no use. The skeletal gentleman is a strict one, that's for sure. We're going to have to figure out what the giant lady's finger is if we want to continue on with this oracle. Lady's finger. Lady's finger. I'm at a loss, Zack.
There tiramisu anywhere?
The only thing that comes to mind is a certain lady in glasses who displayed her middle finger to a truck driver. The student driver who was driving the car that Leslie Nielsen jumped into in order to chase down a criminal. 1988, directed by David Zucker. The Naked Gun. That car chase was terrific. It felt like we were watching one of our own car chases from the real world. That director must have gotten some advice from actual police officers. Otherwise, there's no way he would have been able to film such a realistic chase.
Hey, Agent York, can I say something? If you're looking for ladies' fingers, you know that's another name for okra, right?
No. Is it?
Another name for okra?
Is it?
Yeah, okra's pretty common here in Louisiana, so most people know about its other name.
Huh. Okra. My talented assistant strikes again. You solved the oracle instead of me. Let's hurry over to the okra farm at once, then, and find the biggest piece of okra while we're at it.
Hey, Agent York.
The key word is giant, so it must be rather large. I'll bet it looks positively grotesque, Zach. And just imagine the
Positively
stickiness.
grotesque.
Ooh, I think I'll refrain from taking a bite.
Hey, Agent York! Our town doesn't have an okra farm.
No? Okra farm?
Relax, just follow me. I reckon I know where we're supposed to go.
Trisha seems to know where the giant ladyfinger is. Follow her. Well, that's all fine and dandy. That seems good enough for episode 17. Hopefully I have no issues jamming these two things together. If not, if I do, you'll just see two different uploads be labeled part 2 or point 2, something like that. You'll know. Anyway, like the video, like the video. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you have any suggestions on what you want to see me play, save them. Every time I do that, I hate it. I was gonna tell you to let me know, and then I remembered all the times on Twitch that I let that happen. Twitch.tv/Gnic107. And then I just hate it, and I end up stop streaming. I'd probably do the same and stop videos if I played what others wanted me to play. Even though technically, actually nobody wanted me to play Deadly Premonition 2. I was just the only one with the access to film it, so I was like, I'll film it for my friends. I kind of like it, but that's different. Anyway, till next time, jabrones.